Under a blood-red sky lies the devil's ghost town, where even shadows die. Whiskey bottles clinking on the broken ballroom floor, echoes of the damned who ain't marching home no more. Oh, the winds whisper sins of the silver bullet's kiss. Train whistle moans through the fog of the abyss. Here in a devil's ghost town, where lost souls are bound, every step is haunted, every heart is bound. Once knew a girl with eyes like wildfires glow. In this cursed town, she was the only truth I'd ever know. But vengeance is a dark road, and I took it on my stride. Left her heart in ruin and our love on the other side. Hear the church bells burn in the firestorm's embrace. Cries of the forsaken, lost in time and space. In the devil's ghost town, where the dead won't rest, we're just ghosts in the hollow with sins unconfessed. Face the devil at the crossroads, gun heavy in my hand, bogging my soul to rewrite the tales of this forsaken land. But evil's grip is iron, revenge a fleeting breath. In the ashes of my choices, found solitude in death. Now the dust falls quiet on this cursed ghostly sprawl. Forgotten graves whisper the tales of my downfall. Here in Devil's Ghost Town, under the haunting moon's frown, I walk these dusty streets alone in the kingdom I disown. Out on the edge of a ghost town fade, under the shadow of a church's charred remain. Whiskey breath and the cold moon's gleam, dust devils dance where the devils dream. Boots stir the dust of forgotten graves. Tonight I'm meeting a man who never saves. Dancing with a gunslinger, eyes like wildfire scorn, spinning through curses where such souls are born. Last train's whistle is a lonesome cry for those who dance with men who'd rather die. He came with a storm from badland winds, a heart made of leather and steeped in sin. Once loved a girl with the sun in her locks, left her heart in the desert bound in a box. Revenge a whisper on his parched lips, a dance of bullets as his heartbeat skips. Dancing with a gunslinger under the blood-red moon, moving shadows whisper we'll the past harsh mask. Dancing with a gunslin, her fate's cruel hand were dealt in the silent desert where all true hearts are knelt. With each gunshot our sins confess, in the dust we settle, nothing more, nothing less. So let the wind howl our lands we roam, the gunslinger's tale in bullets and bones, and we dance on in silence deep, in the haunted desert where old secrets keep. In the whisper of the tumbleweeds, under the pale moonbeam, lies a ghost town where the midnight train saw secrets in its steam. Whiskey bottles lay scattered, their spirits drained and spent, like the hearts of those who cursed this land and their vows that came and went. Beneath the midnight train, there's a whisper of the wronged, echoes of a lover's plea where the lost souls have thronged. In the cold and haunting whistle lies a tale of bitter ends beneath the midnight train, where the shadow bends. Here's the church with scorched windows, the pews charred black with sin, an altar of forgotten truths where confessions never begin. She promised love by the old creek bed, but her words were dressed in lies. I returned one cursed autumn night to find nothing but demise. Beneath the midnight train, hear the sorrow of the breeze, the rustling of the sallow leaves, the shaking of the trees. With each mournful note it plays, rides the pain of what I lost beneath the midnight train. I count the dreadful cost. In the dust storm's wrath I see her face, dancing in the swirls, mocking the life we could have had before it unfurled. The trains cry loud, the tracks do moan, revenge stirs in the dust. Tonight beneath the iron roar, settle this I must. Beneath the midnight train I lay her memories to rest, each whistle a reminder of the love I once confessed. And as the darkness claims the tracks, my revenge finally feels right. Beneath the midnight train I fade into the night. Out by the edge where the red dust blows, under the shadow of a barn aglow, whiskey bottles lie scattered in the sand, echoes of a pistol in a trembling hand. The night air carries a train's lonesome cry, past forgotten graves where the restless lie. Beneath the burning barn, flames lick the cursed land, ashes of a love lost slipping through my hand. Ghost last night. She was a beauty with eyes so wild and free. In a chapel of dreams, she promised herself to me. But whispers trailed over the scorched church floor, her heart betrayed with a stranger she tore. Now the desert knows the secrets we keep under the burning skies where angels weep. Beneath the burning barn, embers of deceit, old love turns to vengeance, bitter and bleak. Dust storms rage where we once danced so right. Beneath the burning barn, I face my darkest night. Silent confession, in the ashes I find my absolution. Beneath the burning barn, where old ghosts reside, I lay down my burdens by the fireside. Revenge or redemption, the line wears thin. Beneath the burning barn, let the end begin. In the silence after the flames, I walk away. Nothing's the same. Through the dusty boot of a ghost town decay, riding through the dusty boots where my heart once lay. Faded tracks, whiskey on my breath, spirit sway. Desert moon cast shadows on the graves that betray. Churches, the echoes of old bitter feuds. My guns, my promise, my horse, my relentless guide. Through the silent desert, in the dust, we confide. Once loved a maiden hair like the night eyes of rebels fire. Left me for gold, for a thief stoked my rage higher. A train whistle moans through the cold like a choir. In a burning heart, revenge outburns any pyre. In a dead town's church, I found them love unkind.
gunshot hymns ring redemption in each round I sign. A specter of her kiss, betrayal's cruel reminder left them lying part of the dust now behind her. So I ride through the dusty boots alone, goes past ruins of my sins to haunted coasts. My gun's now silent, my heart's the heavy guide through cursed lands in the dust I now abide.
In the ghost town shadow under the devil's moon, forgotten graves hum with an old dark tune. Whiskey bottles laid by the burned out church, where a lone soul wanders left in the lurch. Dust and memories swirl around the dying flames, echoes of laughter now just whispered names. Blood on the burning barn, paint the timber red. Silent screams in the wind, the past ain't never dead. Vengeance rides a pale horse through the silent night. Whispers of the wrong one setting the old wrongs right. A loved one's bloom wild like the desert rose, turned to thorns under secrets nobody knows. A brother's betrayal, deep as the mine shaft. A heart turned to stone with every whispered draft. Until the fire caught swift in the cold desert air, leaving nothing but ash and despair everywhere. Blood on the burning barn, paint the timber red. Silent screams in the wind, the past ain't never dead. Vengeance rides a pale horse through the cursed night. Echoes of the betrayed burning ever so bright. Face to face with the ghost by the old rail line. Train whistle cuts through like fate's twisted sign. You took all I had, his voice to the stars. The truth laid bare like the night's old scars. Cold moon's glow, ghost town's heart beating slow in the fire's warm throat. Reckoning comes as sure as the desert's harsh sand, walking through ashes alone where the old barn once stood grand.
In the shadow of the steeple, 'neath the moon's pale watchful eyes, the preacher dances slowly where the ghost town's secret lies. Whiskey on his breath,
and revolver in his hand. He waltzes through the ruins of this cursed and barren land. Oh, the preacher's secret waltz spins a tale of darkened hearts through dust storms and forgotten graves. His haunted past imparts. He dances with his demons beneath the old gallows tree, a waltz of sweet vengeance in the silence of the breeze. Once loved a maiden fair, with eyes like stormy skies, but betrayal's bitter wind left nothing but her cries. In the chapel of the forsaken, where their vows were meant to bind, she vanished in the night, leaving whispered ghost notes behind. The preacher's secret waltz, a melody of despair. With each step he's reminded of a love that's no longer there. Round he goes by the burning church, where their dreams turned into ash. His heart beats like a train whistle, quick and brash. Starlit void, he faces what he's wrought. The gun still warm, the whiskey gone, entangled in his thoughts. A specter in the moonlight, her voice a soft reproach, reveals the blood-stained truth beneath his tarnished brooch. So the preacher's secret waltz is a dance of grim resolve. Around the graves of yesteryears, his fading hopes dissolve. He lays down his burdens by the cold and lonesome creek, forgiveness in his eyes as he turns the other cheek. In the silence of the desert, where the old secrets dwell, the preacher finds his peace at last, a quiet farewell. In the shade of a deadwood tree, where the whistling wind moans, I lay my whiskey bottle down beside a trail of bones. The ghost town sleeps in silence under skies of iron gray. Echoes of the train's lament carry my mind away. Burnt shadows on the twilight's arch, a curse upon the sands. I walk these dusty roads alone, justice in my hands. Church bells rang their last goodbye in flames that reach the sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the brave can cry. She was the dawn to my dusk, heart stolen with a smile, betrayed by a brother's lie, led astray by guile. From the dusty bottle's bottom, my spirit's pain was found in the forgotten graves out back. stalk these silent deserts now, a gun cold in my hands. The church cross stands charred and black, a stark against the red sky. In the ashes of the revenge, even the strong can die. Underneath a blood-red moon, I face the man who wronged. Words as dry as desert's breath, where our old love belonged. His eyes a mirror of my pain, twisted by the winds of fate. A brother's bond now just as dead, sealed by dark and hate. In the ashes of the revenge, the past lays bare and scorched. Forgiveness is a distant shore, forever now divorced. The dust storms claim what's left of heart, as I accept the bane. In the land of cursed memories, only the ghosts remain. Buried in the vast and whispering badlands under a blood-red sky, once stood a town with hope like a heartbeat, for the truth's turned to lies. Whiskey bottles lay empty on doorsteps, each one a story untold, of dreams gone dry under dust storms cover, and secrets dark and cold. Buried deep in the shadows, where the lost souls weep, the winds sing of sorrow where the secrets keep. Beneath the moon's pale watch, oh ghosts they roam. In the silence of the desert, I made my curse to home. I loved a girl with eyes like wildfire, heart wild as the shifting sands. She vanished like smoke from a burnt-out church, slipped right through my hand. In the night I hear the train's lonely whistle, mocking me with its cry, as it rolls past forgotten graves under that endless star-lit sky. Buried deep in the shadows, where the old loves die, the wind speaking riddles neath the vast dark sky. With each whispering echo, my restless heart roams. In the silence of the desert, I find my ghostly home. On a night when the storm tears the silence and the past refuses to sleep, I face the curse of this barren land, where the wounds cut too deep. There at last stood the truth, by the cold light of the dawn. She was a mirage of the desert, a memory forever gone. I'm just a shadow, where no light seeps, with the dust as my blanket and the earth so steep. Let my sins be buried in this silent, forsaken loam. In the heart of the desert, I accept this ghostly home, forever buried in the shadows under skies so wide and dome. In the heart of a dust-choked ghost town's embrace, where the whispers tell tales of a cursed man's fate. Moonlight casts shadows on a church burnt and bare, silent as the secrets that the dead choose to share. Old whiskey bottles lay like bones in the sand, each one a marker of a life lost to the damned. Dance with the devil in the pale moonlight, spin with your demons till the morning turns night, lost in the waltz of revenge and despair. Heaven don't find those who linger there, under a sky that bleeds red with regret. A lone train whistle moans, sings of debts yet unmet. Love's sweet memory, now a ghost on the breeze, wanders through forgotten graves 'neath withering trees. I struck a deal on a heartbreak ridge's rim, traded my soul for a chance to avenge him. Dance with the devil in the cold desert air, spin with your shadows, all your burdens to bear. Lost in the waltz under silent stars glare, only the lost know the weight of despair. Face to face with the beast at the edge of the night, his grin a cold fire, his words a serpent's bite. Did you find what you sought in the pain and the strife? I found nothing but a haunted, forsaken life. So I'll dance with the devil, let the world see my scars in the whirl of the waltz, 'neath the cursed desert stars. In this ghost town I'll linger with my vengeance unclaimed, in the devil's own waltz, forever in chains. Shadow of the old church spire, the town lies hushed, it's past a pyre. Whiskey bottles by gravestones scattered, the echoes of laughter now shards and tattered. The wind whispers secrets old and grim, through the streets where the light grows dim. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden a tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. She wore lace soft and fine, her eyes like stars used to shine. But whispers grew in the cursed night air of a lover's deceit and a dark despair. Now she walks the silent, dusty plains where nothing moves but the last trains remains. Beneath the ashes and lace lies hidden a tale of a love turned cold and a face gone pale, a heart betrayed where the wild dogs wail under moonlit skies and a ghostly veil. In the church a shadow by the light of the flame, I confronted the ghost of her lingering pain. The truth burned clear in the desert's cold breath, revealing a path that led straight to her death. Beneath the ashes and lace I found my release. In the land of the lost I laid down my peace. Forgiveness or vengeance, the line wears thin. I choose the quiet, let the stars begin. Under the endless desert sky so wide, I bury my heart where all the loves have died.
In the shadow of the old ghost town, the clocks all froze at 12. The wind whispers secrets in the language of a dusty spell. Whiskey bottle lying empty next to boots worn by the gales, underneath the stars that flicker over lands that God forgot. Midnight in the silent grave where the lost souls come to play. Echoes of the train whistle, moans of wood on the old gallows sway. Every grain of sand a memory, every stone a broken heart. Midnight in the silent grave where the past tears you apart. She was red, the flame of the prairie, burning fierce and burning bright. Left me cold beside the river where we kissed under the night. Found her whisper in a letter with the truth as sharp as knives. Said she's gone to seek her fortune, left me dead but still alive. Midnight in the silent grave where shadows stretch and reach. Sound of burning church bells ringing far beyond the preacher's speech. Every flame a faded love, every ash a dream we crave. Midnight in the silent grave where we count the sins we save. There's a curse upon my heart, like the curse upon this land. In the dust storm's heart I see her, with a pistol in her hand. Ghosts of what we were start dancing in the ruins of the chapel. I draw my gun as midnight strikes, revenge a bitter apple. Midnight in the silent grave, now our ghosts no longer roam. Silence falls like heavy curtains on the stage of flesh and bones. Every shout a loud confession, every echo a farewell. Midnight in the silent grave, in this haunted desert shell. The song drips with the essence of a haunted, forsaken place. The music, a slow haunting melody that walks through the ruins of love and betrayal. Out where the horizon swallows the sun, in a town where even shadows dared not run, stood the devil's barn, aged wood and sin. Whiskey bottles clinking where hope's light wears thin. Dust storms dance on the edge of the night. Train whistle moans, a ghostly plight, a land cursed by the tracks of old wrongs, and a burning church choir's forsaken songs. In the devil's burning barn, flames lick the sky, hearts charred black in the blink of an eye. Where love once lived, now only pain resides, underneath the ash where a restless soul hides. Rode under a blood moon's light, seeking solace in the dark, fleeing from the fight. Found her silhouette against the barn's fiery glow, an angel who danced too close where the embers blow. Forgotten graves whispered tales of deceit, of a lover's betrayal and a retreat. In the silence of the desert, truth was found in the crackle of the fire, where hope unbound. In the devil's burning barn, memories consume every whisper secret, every perfumed room. Where love once bloomed, now revenge takes its turn. In the flicker of the flames, where passions burn. Face to face with a gun in his hand, eyes like storm clouds over a parched land. Words fell like raindrops, heavy and slow, a confession in the smoke, a final letting go. In the devil's burning barn, the past meets its end. Forgiveness or fury, on which does it depend? Smoke spirals up to a starless sky, where all is consumed, even tears we cry. In the devil's burning barn, everything's lost, paying the price, no matter the cost. Smoke spirals up to a starless sky, where all is consumed, even tears we cry. Stretch and wind past the ghost town silence under the morning sky. Old whiskey whispers from the lips of a dusty bottle as the sun bleeds red over the hills where spirits lie. Hear the whispers in the last drive
the vows and the love that died in the roar of the dust storm. Hear the cries of the souls once scorched by deceit and lies. The tale unwinds in a forgotten grave where roses wither and no prayers are said. She was the flame and the fury, the storm in my veins turned to betrayal, left my heart for dead. A train whistle moans through the cursing night air, a reminder of the night she vanished thin as despair. Hear the whispers in the last ride, smoking memories where the old pains hide. In the howl of the wind, feel the bite of a love that's turned to war and peace set to flight. Under the church that burned, we swore our oath, till vengeance grew like thorns around my soul's own wrath. By the light of the moon, I see her face. In the silver glow, my heart's disgrace. So listen to the whispers in the last ride. The land's too scorched from the tears I've cried. Except in the dusk where my fears reside, in the last ride's whisper where my demons hide. In the silent desert under starlit dust lies a story buried in whiskey bottles and rust.
Out in the vast and whispering badlands, under a blood-red sky, once stood a town with hope like a heartbeat. For the truths turned to lies. Whiskey bottles lay empty on doorsteps, each one a story untold of dreams gone dry under dust storms cover, and secrets dark and cold. Buried deep in the shadows where the lost souls weep, the winds sing of sorrow where the secrets keep. Beneath the moon's pale watch, old ghosts they roam. In the silence of the desert, I made my cursed home. I loved a girl with eyes like wildfire, heart wild as the shifting sands. She vanished like smoke from a burned out church, slipped right through my hands. In the night I hear the train's lonely whistle, mocking me with its cry, as it rolls past forgotten graves under that endless starlit sky. Buried deep in the shadows where the old loves die, the wind speaking riddles beneath a vast dark sky. With each whisper and echo, my restless heart roams. In the silence of the desert, I find my ghostly home. On a night when the storm tears the silence and the past refuses to sleep, I face the curse of this barren land where the wounds cut too deep. search, a memory forever gone. Now I'm just a shadow where no light seeps, with the dust as my blanket and the earth so steep. Let my sins be buried in this silent, forsaken lone. In the heart of the desert, I accept this ghostly home. Forever buried in the shadows, under sky so wide and dawn. Under the moon's pale watch, old chapel I still. Shadows dance on cracked walls with a ghostly thrill. Dust devils spin where the vows were once heard. Whiskey breath and whispered, sins undisturbed. A train whistle moans through the cursed silent town. Echoes of old lovers' cries settling down. Hear the whispers in the chapel, so slow, swirling secrets in the dark where no one goes. Burning memories in the pews, they softly speak of a love that turned to vengeance and a heart that leaks. There's a tale they tell of a bride left in white, her groom found with another by the dim lantern light. In her hand a bottle, in her eyes a storm raged. A vow broken on this altar, her wrath uncaged. By dawn the chapel smoldered, her love entwined in the ashes of the past, forever confined. Listen to the whispers in the chapel, waltz with fear, spinning sorrow and the rage year after year. Flames flicker in the ruin with a haunting glow, telling tales of what happens when love stoops low. In the stillness there she stands, gown stained with time, a specter of the love lost in her silent prime. The wind howls through the doorway, a mournful tune, as she sways alone beneath the ghostly moon. Feel the whispers in the chapel, waltz so deep, where the forgotten graves of lost lovers sleep. She dances on through the night to a vengeful beat. In her heart no forgiveness, just the desert's heat. So beware the love that whispers falls under the steeple high, for it dances in the shadows where the old secrets lie. On the edge where the shadows merge with the light, old St. Jude's met its fate on a cold, starless night. Whiskey bottle in my hand
As the flames kissed the sky, the ghost town whispered secrets beneath a mournful cry. Echoes from the church fire burning through my soul. Every ember story of love and of control. Cursed is the land where the lost lovers meet, under a blood-red moon in the heat. She was an angel with eyes like the stormy seas, her laughter a melody carried on the desert breeze. But jealousy's a serpent, it strikes without a sound. Found her with another before the church burned down. Echoes from the church fire screaming into the night. Whispers of the betrayal that fueled the deadly light. Haunted is the heart that's been torn by deceit. In the silence of the ashes where memories repeat. Now I roam these cursed lands with dust storms in my way. The train whistles a reminder of the vows we did forsake. A specter in the ruins where our love used to bloom, amid the forgotten graves and the never-ending gloom. Echoes from the church fire, a requiem of the past. In the hollow echo of the bell, I found my peace at last. Forgiveness is a journey on a lonesome, endless road, where shadows merge with light and the stories are retold. Out where the horizon bleeds into the dusk, dusty boots tread on a land forsaken thus. Whiskey bottles lay by the side of a burnt-out church. Ghost town whispers a crow's perch. Blood on the black sun, painting shadows long. Echoes of a train whistle, a forgotten song. Every grave unmarked under the devil's run. What's done is done under the black sun. Once loved a girl with wildfire in her eyes, promised her forever under cursed skies. Betrayal struck like a snake 'neath the desert stone, left me with nothing but her echo in my bones. Blood on the black sun, drawing a silent tear. Dust storms are my company in this place like a command. Blood on the black sun, fate's cruel jest, riding towards dusk in the west. I head atonement or damnation, let the black sun decide. Outlaw's lullaby on a ghostly ride, the somber melody under a sky so grim. Blood on the black sun, a hymn so dim.
Underneath the silver gaze of a crescent moon, the shadows dance on forgotten tunes. Whiskey breath and the dust of twilight's embrace, steps echo soft through this haunted place. Silent whispers, the tales of ghostly brides in the breeze that moans through the withered hides. Stirring cinders where once the church bell rang, now only silence round the gallows hangs. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. Years ago, by the old town's rusted sign, she vowed forever, her hand in mine. But betrayal's wind swept through these dusty streets, leaving nothing but shadows and deceit. Found her whispering secrets to the cold desert air, in the arms of another they were unaware. A storm brewed as I watched, with a heart turned to stone in the thunder's roar. I swore she'd never die alone. So we waltzed through the night where the dead men lie, to the tune of a train whistle under a starlit sky. We spin with our ghosts in a cursed lover's trance in this moonlit graveyard, our final dance. On that night where the old church burned to the ground, her betrayal paid in ashes, her spirit unbound. Now every whispering wind, every shift of the sand speaks her name as I reach out my trembling hands. Now we waltz forever under moon's pale light. She's in my arms till the end of night. Love and vengeance, a bond sealed in stone in this moonlit graveyard. I'm never alone. So we waltz through the night where the dead men lie, haunted and broken neath the endless sky. We spin with our ghosts in a love that's enchants in this moonlit graveyard, our eternal dance.
In the shadow of
the sun forgot to shine lies a town too cursed to mention by a dusty, broken sign, where the whiskey bottles whisper secrets hidden in the sand. I trace my scars, each one a story, etched deep by my own hand. Gone with the lonely road, where the forsaken souls tread, under moons that mourn in silence, above the lands of dead. Heartbeat echoes through the ghost town, like a train's lonesome cry. Gone with the lonely road, under a cursed black sky. Once loved a girl with eyes like storm clouds, heart wild as the wind. Promised her the world, but in the night betrayal thin. She vanished with a preacher whose church burned incense glow. Left me with these empty dreams where only thistles grow. Gone with the lonely road, where the broken hearts lie, past the chapel of redemption, where even angels fear to fly. Whispers haunt the silent desert, like a snake so sly hiss. Gone with the lonely road, swallowed in the abyss. On this road I met my demons, at the crossroads of despair. Gun in hand, shadows dancing, found that preacher there. Justice rang in every echo as he fell before the dawn. But revenge just tastes like dust when all you loved is gone.